Good morning, my dear students of Standard 8. Welcome back to the chemistry class. Dear students, we are talking about different types of reaction. And from there, we had learned 4 types of reaction in our previous class. That class, we had learned addition reaction, synthesis reaction, combustion reaction, and also substitution reaction. These 4 reactions we had learned in our previous class. Today, in this class, we will learn decomposition reaction, analysis reaction, and also neutralization reaction. So, at first, decomposition reaction. What do you mean by decomposition? Decomposition means to break something, to destroy something. That means in decomposition reaction, one thing is decomposed or one thing is broken to make many things. Yes, dear students, the reaction where a compound is decomposed to make 2 or more components. The components may be element or compound is called decomposition reaction. In decomposition reaction, in the reactant side, there is only one compound, and this compound is decomposed or is broken to make 2 or more elements or compounds. This type of reaction is called decomposition reaction. This reaction is totally opposite of addition reaction. In addition reaction, we learned the reaction where 2 or more things join together to make only one compound. That means there in the product side there were only one compound, and in the reactant side there were 2 or more components. But in decomposition reaction, in the reactant side there will be only one compound, and in the product side there will be 2 or more components. For example, this compound, its name is potassium chlorate. It is a new compound for you. This type of new compound you will learn in your upper classes also. This is potassium chlorate. CaClorate, potassium chlorate. When potassium chlorate is decomposed, this is the symbol of heat. It is called del. This del symbol means potassium chlorate is heated. When potassium chlorate is heated, then potassium chloride and oxygen are produced. Look, here in the reactant side, there is only one compound, and product side there are 2 components. Potassium chloride compound and oxygen, it is element. So this is called decomposition reaction. When ammonium chloride is heated, then ammonia and hydrochloric acid or hydrogen chloride gas are produced. This is also decomposition reaction. How will you understand these are decomposition reaction? Because for decomposition reaction, on the reactant side, there will be only one compound. When ammonia is decomposed, then nitrogen and hydrogen gas are produced. When calcium carbonate, it is also called limestone. When calcium carbonate is heated, then calcium oxide and carbon dioxide are produced. All these are the examples of decomposition reaction, because here only one compound in the reactant side, and after decomposing it, 2 components are produced. So these are called decomposition reaction. Now another type of reaction that is analysis reaction. Look, analysis reaction is also a decomposition reaction. Here, like addition and synthesis. In addition reaction, 2 or more components are joined. The components may be element or compound. But in synthesis reaction, 2 or more elements join to make only one compound. Analysis reaction is also like this. It is also a kind of decomposition reaction. But in analysis reaction, after decomposing one compound, 2 or more elements are produced. No compound are produced there. The reaction where a compound is decomposed to make two or more elements, then it is called, here will be it is called analysis reaction. The reaction where a compound is decomposed to make two or more elements, that is called analysis reaction. Look here, ammonia is broken to make nitrogen and hydrogen, both are element. So this decomposition reaction is also called analysis reaction. Here, when sodium chloride is broken, then sodium and chlorine are produced, both are element. So this is also analysis reaction. When hydrogen iodide is decomposed, then hydrogen and iodine are produced, both are elements. So this is called the analysis reaction. Look, all these analysis reaction are also called decomposition reaction, because here one compound is decomposed to make two components or two elements. Now, like addition and synthesis reaction, decomposition and analysis reaction have also similarity. That means all analysis reactions are decomposition reaction, but all decomposition reactions are not analysis reaction, because decomposition and analysis reaction, both reaction has only one reactant, but they have some difference also. Here, this ammonia is decomposed to make nitrogen and hydrogen, and calcium carbonate is decomposed to make calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Both are decomposition reaction. Why? Because here one compound is decomposed to make here two elements and here two compounds, but in both reaction one compound is decomposed. So both are decomposition reaction. But this reaction, ammonia is decomposed to make nitrogen and hydrogen. This is analysis reaction, because here after decomposing one compound, two elements are produced. So this is analysis reaction. But the reaction, calcium carbonate is decomposed to make calcium oxide and carbon dioxide, it is not analysis reaction, it is only decomposition reaction. So here we can tell that all analysis reaction are decomposition reaction, but all decomposition reactions are not analysis. Now, test of carbon dioxide gas using lime water. Dear students, in the decomposition reaction, when calcium carbonate is decomposed, then carbon dioxide gas is produced from there. Not only by this reaction, in different ways carbon dioxide gas can be produced. When carbon is burnt in oxygen, then carbon dioxide gas is produced. When any type of carbonate compound, calcium carbonate, sodium carbonate or zinc carbonate, in this type of carbonate or bicarbonate compound, when reacts with acid, then also carbon dioxide gas is produced. So by different ways carbon dioxide gas can be produced. This carbon dioxide gas, it is colorless, odorless gas. So how can you taste this carbon dioxide gas? We can taste the produced gas is carbon dioxide or not by using lime water. So at first, dear students, do you know what is lime water? Lime, that means calcium oxide. When this calcium oxide is given into water, then calcium oxide reacts with water and it produces calcium hydroxide. Okay, this calcium hydroxide, it is called slaked lime. This calcium hydroxide into water, this is called lime water. Or we can tell the saturated solution of slaked lime is called lime water. The saturated solution of calcium hydroxide is called lime water. Now, by using this lime water, we can taste carbon dioxide gas. Look, this lime water, it looks like normal water, clear water. So when carbon dioxide gas is passed into this clear water becomes milky or turbid. And by seeing this turbidness, this cloudiness, we can understand that this gas is carbon dioxide gas. Now, why this water becomes milky or turbid? This water, that means calcium hydroxide, it reacts with carbon dioxide and it produces calcium carbonate and water. Calcium carbonate, it is insoluble into water, and this calcium carbonate makes the water turbid. So by seeing this turbid water, we can understand that the produced gas is carbon dioxide. If without carbon dioxide gas any other gas was produced, then this water was not milky or turbid. Now, if excess carbon dioxide gas is passed through this turbid water, then the water becomes again clear. Why the water becomes clear again? Because the water, that means the turbid water, the calcium carbonate and water, it reacts with excess carbon dioxide gas and they produce calcium hydrogen carbonate. Calcium carbonate, it is insoluble into water, so the water becomes milky or turbid. But calcium hydrogen carbonate, it is soluble into water, so the water becomes clear again. So in this way, we can test carbon dioxide gas easily by using lime water. Now we will see the video how carbon dioxide gas makes the clear lime water milky or turbid. Now in this video, you will see this and you will be clear about it.
Experiment of detecting carbon dioxide gas using clear lime water. Calcium hydroxide, which is known as clear lime water, is used to detect the presence of carbon dioxide gas produced from the reaction of sodium carbonate or sodium bicarbonate salts. With diluted hydrochloric acid,
look, here hydrochloric acid and sodium carbonate are there. So here carbon dioxide gas is produced. And this carbon dioxide gas is passed through this clear lime water. Look here.
Clear lime water turns milky on passing carbon dioxide gas through it for a short time due to the formation of springly soluble calcium carbonate in water.
Look here. Here, calcium carbonate is produced, so the lime water
passing carbon dioxide gas for a longer time, the precipitate disappears.
Now
since
the
insoluble
lime water
calcium
becomes
carbonate
clear
changes into
again.
soluble calcium bicarbonate.
Because now here calcium bicarbonate is produced, and for this calcium bicarbonate, the lime water becomes clear again. Now our another type of reaction, neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction is a special type of reaction. The reaction where an acid and a base react to produce salt and water. These reactions are called neutralization reaction. The reaction of acid and base. These are called neutralization reaction. Dear students, you know what are acid. Already you know this. And do you know what is base? You don't know what is base. Base is the metallic oxide or hydroxide. Metallic oxides or hydroxides are called base. Any metallic oxides or hydroxides. Calcium oxide, calcium hydroxide, magnesium oxide, magnesium hydroxide, zinc oxide, zinc hydroxide, sodium oxide, sodium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, aluminium oxide, aluminium hydroxides, etc. In this type, oxides or hydroxides are called base. And when acid reacts with this type of base, then they produce two compounds, salt and water, and these reactions are called neutralization reaction. Here look, potassium hydroxide, it is a base, and sulfuric acid, it is an acid, and they react and produce potassium sulfate and water. Dear students, neutralization reactions, just you have to understand one thing, that the water is produced by the hydroxyl of base, OH of base, and hydrogen of acid, or oxygen of base and hydrogen of acid, and the other part, the cationic part of base and the anionic part of acid, they produce salt. These compounds are called salt. These are called salt. Potassium sulfate, we know that sodium chloride is salt, table salt, but not only sodium chloride. This type of all compounds are called salt that are produced by the reaction of acid and base. So these are called salt, and water is also produced. Look here, sodium hydroxide and HCl. It is a base and HCl is an acid. When they react, they produce sodium chloride and water. Water is produced by the reaction of OH of base and hydrogen of acid, and the remaining part, sodium and chlorine, they produce salt, sodium chloride. Calcium oxide and sulfuric acid. Here the oxygen of base and hydrogen of acid, they produce water, and the remaining part, calcium and sulfate, calcium sulfate, it is the salt. So here calcium oxide base and sulfuric acid, they produce salt, calcium sulfate and water. Here magnesium oxide, it is metallic oxide, so it is a base, and nitric acid, it is an acid, and they produce magnesium nitrate and water, salt and water. So it is also a neutralization reaction. Dear students, today up to this we had learned 3 types of reaction in this class, and also taste of carbon dioxide gas. So thank you everyone. Goodbye to all.